it's Amber. So stay tuned to this live tutorial on a no makeup makeup. It is such a cool look to experience just a flawless finish, having really great skin regimen with this Mary Kay brand also, but creating a really flawless look where you're like, does she have on makeup today? Gosh, she looks so natural. Like, that is what this look is all about. So stay tuned, watch this step by step, and put this into great action for yourself doing these looks instead of just watching a video. Actually do it, and tag me on Instagram, Facebook, leave your comments below. Love you guys so much. So here we go. Let's jump right into it. Okay, here we go for this no makeup look. This is kind of one of my favorites, actually. I love a dramatic look, but I love an everyday, I just need to put my makeup on, I have like 15 minutes face. You still are going to use a good bit of products, but the results of it is that you're just fresh and bright and flawless. So my brows, and I've concealed on my eyelids already with the Perfecting Concealer. I'm now going to take this foundation primer and a little bit of that, and I'm going to go ahead, prime really well on my forehead, nose, chin, and cheekbones. Everywhere I need extra coverage, I go ahead and kind of pull the hair back a little bit. And you can see a little bit of redness in my skin tone right now, and it's just every time you're kind of rubbing your face, you're going to pull a little bit of redness sometimes, so that'll kind of calm down. All right, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to work with my eyes. So when I do my eyes for my no makeup look, I'm always using my highlighter and my contour color. So I'm going to go in a color called Glazed, and it is the highlighter right here. I'm going to go in Glaze, and I'm going to go in Latte, and then I'm going to go in Blossom. So I'm going to do those 3 shades on my eyelids, and obviously, remember, I still have on concealer on my eyelids. I'm just going to pat that through, make sure that that's matted down. And then I'm going to go in with that glaze that I just showed you, and I'm going to take it all in the crease. And I'm like patting it in the crease. The best thing to do is to pat your color, because it's going to help make sure it's staying in the area that you have designated for that color. I'm wiping my brush out, and now I'm just kind of now brushing that glazed around. I'm kind of taking it on the edges of the glazed so it really blends in nice. Take it on the edge of glazed. Again, depending on your skin tone, which is your skin color, ivory beige, bronze, obviously you know your skin can deepen because of more sun exposure. Now I'm taking that glazed on my eyelid. We have 2 highlighter colors. I chose today the color Glazed. I may go back in with the Honey, but for right now, I'm going to go with Glazed, okay? And I just keep that really clean on my eyelids, and it really is super light. It's considered a highlighter, so it's not anything over dramatic as a Chroma Fusion eye color. Now I'm going to go in with Latte with my blending brush, and I'm going to just go right in the crease. So right where that definition is, where the brow bone kind of stands out, is where I want Latte. And this, you just really kind of go back and forth. You're just going back and forth right there on that brow bone. So the trick is not to get too close to your eyebrow, because you're going to look like your brow just is all a mess, all blended in with your eyeshadow. That's not what we're trying to do here. So again, I'm going to go in with this Latte. I'm actually going to carry it in just a little bit more. I've probably dipped my blending brush like 4 different times. And now I'm finally wiping my brush out. Now I'm going to go back in with Blossom, that 3rd color that I showed you guys. I'm going to go in with that now. And I'm actually going to take it right on the inner corners. And I'm going to also take it underneath my eyebrow. That way, obviously it's already pretty highlighted under there because of the Perfecting Concealer, but you want to matte it out. So even if you're using a highlighter that's a shimmer under there, as long as you're matting it out, which means you're taking the dewiness out of that Perfecting Concealer, then make sure that you're using just a lighter color, a little bit, like 1 or 2 shades lighter than your skin complexion underneath your eyebrow, depending on what makeup look you're doing. But for the most part, on a makeup look, you do want to highlight underneath the eyebrow. And then we'll take it right on the inner corner, and you can kind of see where I'm applying that. I want to make sure that's really staying light through there. Okay. And then I'm going to go back through. I'm going to get a little bit closer to the edge of Latte. I'm not going to go right over top of it, but I'm going to go right on the edge and kind of brush that through just to make sure. We cannot tell. I say we as in people that see you on a daily, in yourself, that you really can't see where it stops or starts. Okay? So then we're going to kind of just clean that up here. Clean that up there with your fingers. Wipe that out. All right, so I'm going to go back in with a smudger brush. Your smudger brush can look like this or this, whichever one you prefer. So I'm going to go back in with Latte, and I'm going to actually take it underneath my lower lashes just to give me a little smudge and kind of smooth it out, like right there in the corner. Smooth it out on the corner. I'm going to go back in with Glazed, and I'm going to now pat it right there where I want it to pop. Because remember, layering colors on colors is very important, and you kind of can see that. So these are definitely like more earth tone, sandy, illuminating colors. I'm noticing right here that I need to kind of bring that up a teeny bit more. You'll notice that too when you're kind of straight on at your mirror, that you can kind of go back with your brush, not re-dip it, but you can go back with your brush and move the product around because it definitely will still give you some movement. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my foundation. This foundation I'm using is a Beige in 150. So I'm a natural undertone, and so I am Beige in 150. You'll see a video on my channel of getting the perfect foundation match. I'm using a liquid foundation brush, and all of the products that I use makeup-wise are under $22. So you'll notice that on my website, the prices of the cosmetics are so great that you don't have to break the bank to get a good makeup bag created. So if you're kind of starting fresh with makeup and you've never really made that plunge to purchase cosmetics before because you've just never really been into it, or you're now at the age where you are, then just realize it's not going to be an arm and a leg to purchase what you need. You'll get a ton of products for a really great deal. So everything that I use on my face from the Mary Kay collection is under $22. Actually under $25. I correct myself. Under $25. If you're buying things individually. If you're buying stuff as sets, you know, it's different. But I just kind of take that now. Now that I have it all rubbed in, y'all can see what a great match this is. Like, so good. Now that I have this rubbed in, I don't have to really get up in my hairline, but I definitely want to make sure that the edges are smooth. Okay, so perfect. I am loving that. All right, so now what I want to do is I'm going to go in with my Perfecting Concealer, and I use a lighter ivory. You want to do 2 shades under your skin tone. So this is light ivory. I'm kind of messy when I put mine on, can you tell? Just because I really know where I need mine. And I've done this a gazillion, bazillion, quadrillion times. I know where it needs to go. I got it under control, y'all. And then I just take my blender and here we go. And then I like to squeeze mine, especially when I get right there at my nose, because I'm trying to get right in the corner here. And then I pat it all the way underneath. And pat it all the way underneath. And then it pulls it up here. Okay. Okay, so everything's blended out. Now I'm gonna bake it immediately, especially for my no makeup looks. I really feel like I just need to go in right away as that perfecting concealer is really kind of setting in. And I take this is a powder foundation brush, and it's pretty dense, so it's a good brush to kind of stay controlled. And I just take it all over that perfecting concealer. What this is doing is that it's baking it. It's warming up that concealer. It's making it bulletproof. And that's what we want for this look all day. We want it to stay put. You can also apply this translucent powder with a blending sponge. But I just love this brush. That's just been that's just been my thing that I find I get a little bit extra movement with, so I like it. So there's that. So we're gonna let that sit for a second. While that's sitting, I am going to go ahead and take my latte that's actually right up here as my accent color, and I'm gonna carry that through the face. So I'm gonna go right through here underneath that cheekbone and just go like halfway in. Same over here. Same on the jaw. Same on the jaw. Right here on the temples, right on the temples and above the temples, and then right on the hairline at that root. And then I'm just going to blend it all together. So circular motions, rub, circular motions, rub. Right under the lip, right on the side of the nose. Got a little heavy-handed on the nose, so I'm going to blend that out in just a second. A little more. I'm going to let it just sit there and cool off. And now I'm going to actually go in with my glaze that I did on my eyelids, and I'm going to turn the brush around because more of the sharper, higher end of this brush is more for my contour. And then the smooth, rounded part of this brush is for blending, cheek color, all that. So I'm going to take this now in glazed, and I'm going to pop this on the higher part of my cheekbone. And I'm going to actually kind of rub it over the closer part of my brow, right on the temple there. And I'm just gonna go from the apple and pull up, apple and pull up, right through there. All right, so since I got a little heavy-handed on my nose, now I'm gonna go back through and just kind of brush that through, add a little bit more force on that. And now I'm going to go in with some translucent powder and just kind of put the translucent on top of it to tone it down a little bit. And that helped. Brush the tip. Now I'm just kind of moving that around. you kind of learn your face through the process and techniques that work for you. So just remember, you just want to, now I'm just taking that blender around the mouth area. I just want to make sure that's lighter. You just really want to make sure that you're blending everything. You know what I mean? Just really blending everything. And I always kind of do that just to kind of see, okay, looking fine. I'm not going to do any eyeliner. The only eyeliner I'm going to do, I just said I'm not going to do the eyeliner. And then I'm like, the only eyeliner I'm going to do, that really just made no sense. But I'm going to do the Mary Kay eyeliner. And it's called Mary Kay MK Black. And I just want a tight line. So you go right under that root of the lash line and go on that wet part, okay? And I'm gonna take my Lash Intensity mascara and I'm gonna give some big, thick lashes today. So here we go. Let's put on mascara. It's gonna take me a little bit. I'm gonna put on several layers of this. Yay! Okay, so look at that mascara, really bold and fun and thick. Now I'm gonna go get lip liner and lipstick and just do a really nude color on the lips. Okay, so the color I chose for my lips is a color called Chocolate. And this is out of the True Dimension lipstick out of the Mary Kay collection. And I'm just gonna take some of this and so that takes care of that no makeup. So do you see how just flawless and clean this is? You can create this look also with CC cream powder. You don't have to do some extra contouring for it, but that is what I love for my makeup looks. I do want some contouring. I do want some definition. I want my lashes on point and some lip color, but this definitely really gives me a flawless finish for a really good simple day. If I'm just trying not to do a lot of extra, but I want to be very polished and put together. So this is definitely a recommended look. These looks are also available, like you can come into the studio for sessions and take one of the makeup classes and really experience creating this look or extra full dramatic look. So make sure you have the proper tools at home to do this in your makeup bag. All right, thanks for tuning in.